Hey there, Sagittarius. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. We're jumping right into the fun stuff. This week, November 3rd, this will go out, but we're starting off with a message from the universe, going into tarot, wrapping everything up with a soul truth card. And if this is the type of content you enjoy on YouTube, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but means the world to me. When going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. Okay, spirit guides, come hang out with Sagittarius and myself for this reading. Please guide my hands and my heart so that we can have a little fun. Ooh, 8 of Wands. Starting off in a very nice way. A very nice way. Ace of Wands. What's going on, Sagittarius? Okay, we have the 8 of Cups along with the 2 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Chariot with the Ace of Cups. Sagittarius, what are you doing? This is marvelous. So let's talk. 8 of Wands. Something is coming in fast and hot for you. The 8 of Wands is a card of action. This is a card of incoming news. This is a card of making your move, okay? If you've been planning on, starting something new, starting a new hobby, starting a new business, starting something, the universe is here to tell you now is the time. Stop delaying. The 8 of Wands in a reading literally means don't hesitate. Now is the time to jump. And I would listen because that Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is by far the most enthusiastic card in the tarot deck, okay? This is telling me that new thing coming in hot and heavy for you is going to be a new beginning. You're going to be so inspired one day, so filled with enthusiasm and confidence and courage, you're going to know exactly what that 8 of Wands was bringing in for you. So spirit guides, why do we have the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands here for Scorpio? Because we have the Queen of Love, the Queen of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, loving, intuitive kind of energy, okay? She is spiritual, borderline psychic. You need to trust that psychic part of you right now, okay? Something's coming in fast for you. It's going to be a new beginning that, again, full of confidence and courage and inspiration. But that Queen of Cups is here to tell you, you need to trust what's going on. You need to trust this situation. You need to trust yourself with that intuitive nature of yours. Okay? So the Queen of Cups also wants you to know, trust your heart. You are probably used to thinking everything through, but you need to trust your heart right now. And I have a feeling you know what I'm talking about. Let's move on then. So we have the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Cups in our second position. This is possible challenges, if any. So the 8 of Cups is telling me there is something that you have been contemplating walking away from. Now is the time to do that, okay? You need to walk away from what's no longer serving you. I have no idea what this is. Is this a job? Is this an idea? Is this a bad habit? Possibly. But there's something that your soul is getting nothing from, and it's almost holding you back. It's stopping you from figuring out your next steps. So it's time to realize the past is in the past and walk away from what is no longer moving you forward in life, because we have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is a card and energy of a union. This is a union of two. This really is a great card to signify your significant other, your soulmate. This card, though, could also represent the union of two ideas, the union of two groups, the union of talents. Okay, there's so many things that we could put together and call it a union. Okay, but we are bringing two different things together and creating something glorious and beautiful. So, Spirit Guides, why do we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups here for Sagittarius this week? The Hierophant. Okay. So the Hierophant energy is all about traditional values, okay? The Hierophant could represent religion. It could represent your inner belief system. This card could represent guidance. So, is the union of two things, are you tapping into, okay, so the first thing that always comes to mind when I'm dealing with the Hierophant's energy is that these traditional values, it always makes me think that this is your foundation, your core foundation inside, okay? This is your ethics. This is how you present yourself to the world. This is your I know my right from wrong. So it's your core belief system. So we're walking away from something that no longer serves us, but we're going to have the union there. And the Hierophant is here to tell you that your core belief system, your traditional values need, oh, hold up. There's something you were taught a while ago, Sagittarius, possibly in childhood, that you need to get rid of. There's a belief system somewhere in you that is no longer true. There's something you believe in your heart of hearts that simply is not you anymore. You need to walk away from, Spirit saying it's almost a made up belief that's holding you back right now. And you're telling yourself that this is how it has to play out. That's not the case, though. That's not the case. That Hierophant, that core belief, something is holding you back. There's something that you honestly believe that you were taught in childhood. But as you grow older, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. Why do I believe that? That belief system is what you have to walk away from, because there is a union of something coming in that's beautiful. This Two of Cups is all out of love. This is a beautiful energy. So you're not walking away from something you love, but you might have to walk away from something holding you back. And it's something that is inside of you, something traditional, something that you were taught. So it might be time to do some soul searching, Sagittarius, because that belief system is limiting your growth right now. Let's move on to the next two cards. Third position, advice from Spirit. These are amazing cards, okay? The Queen of Wands, she again, incredibly confident. incredibly energetic. She's loyal, magnetic, attractive. This is an insanely contagious energy. Okay. She turns all heads when she walks into a space. She's just a badass. So the Queen of Pentacles, though, the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very nurturing, down to earth kind of energy. So you have the Queen of Wands, who's literally the Queen of Fire, but the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Earth. She would love to ground and make you a sandwich and a cup of tea all day long. Her whole demeanor is all about generosity and nurturing and making sure there is abundance across the board for everyone. So spirit guides, why do we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? The Nine of Swords, because my dear Sagittarius, you're almost there. You've been working really, really, really hard on something. And the Nine of Swords is telling me that, first of all, the overthinking that comes with the Nine of Swords, okay? It's coming to an end. It's 9. You're almost to the 10. So the Nine of Swords is bringing up some anxiety, a little fear, but you're almost to the end of whatever you are overthinking. That Nine of Swords is going to be an energy of, overthinking. It's anxiety driven. So, but you're almost over it. Okay? We need to get you out of this loop though. So this is anxiety on repeat. This is what's keeping you up at night, or God forbid you wake up at 3 and can't go back to sleep because you're telling yourself the story. And I think the Nine of Swords has everything to do with our challenge here, our challenge column, which is the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Two of Cups, okay? The Nine of Swords, there's something here that you're not walking away from, or you are walking away from, but this is residual. Because if you're stepping away from this energy of something that you were taught that no longer applies to your life, but it's holding you back because that belief system's so strong. Once you walk, he's literally walking into the Queen of Wands. Become the Queen of Wands. These are not gender specific, okay? This energy is in all of us. So that Queen of Wands, that attractive, contagious, magnetic kind of energy is you, Sagittarius. The nurturing, loving, down to earth Queen of Pentacles, that's you. That's what you're supposed to be. That is actually what the universe wants for you. But this residual overthinking, and I really do think it's residual, okay? So try like heck to get out of your head. There's lots of thinking going on this week. A lot of readings have this overthinking theme. Get out of your own head and stop rehashing this situation. I don't know what the Hierophant is bringing. I don't know what that traditional belief system that you grew up with, but it's no longer serving you. Get out of there. Step into the Queen of Wands. Step into the grounded energy of the Queen of Pentacles and stop overthinking, because the Chariot is here to tell you that your next adventure is a success, okay? The Chariot wants to move you forward. The Chariot literally wants to have you climb in and get the heck out of Dodge, okay? Once you accept this walking away, it's as if the universe is going to gift you a ride. Once you decide to walk, the universe is saying, you know what? Hop on in. You made the correct decision. Let's get you to your next phase. So that Chariot is, again, victory, success, progress, and self-discipline. Because then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, again, a new beginning out of love. But the Ace of Cups could also be signifying the need for self-love. are you taking care of yourself the way you should? So the universe is telling you once you make a decision to walk, they're going to give you a ride. But what are you doing for yourself here? Because you were beating up yourself all along because of a core belief system that no longer serves you. But with the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning out of love. This could be a new romantic relationship, but I think this is self-love. Lovers, I think you need to choose yourself. The Lover's card could absolutely be, the love of your life. This could be your soulmate. This could signify all of that fun stuff, but it also signifies making a major life choice. So, are you moving quickly towards that choice with the Chariot? The choice is going to be a successful one based on these cards. But I think the goal here is to choose yourself. What are you doing for yourself lately, Sagittarius? I'm not saying be selfish, but you might have to look within to make sure that you are as healthy as you can be. Because that Ace of Cups, again, self-love, fall in love with yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me grab the soul truth and I'll wrap this up for you guys. Okay, which soul truth is the one that Sagittarius needs to hear? That's the one. Oh, I have not seen this card before. What if it isn't true? Huh. I think this goes back to our Hierophant conversation along with that Eight of Cups. You're telling yourself something that you were taught a long time ago that simply is not true. What if it isn't true? The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Well, I think that's kind of perfect for this reading. Again, I think you were taught something a long time ago, or maybe you're continuing to tell yourself a lie. But when you tell yourself a lie long enough, it becomes your truth. So love yourself, put yourself first, take care of yourself, decide that you deserve better. Because that Hierophant, that something in your traditional value system is holding you back and you need to walk away from it because it simply isn't true. And that belief system's holding you back, Sagittarius. So there you have it. If any of this resonated, I'd love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out small channels like mine. And apparently sharing is caring in the wonderful world of YouTube. Sharing videos really does help out the channel the most, along with your subscription. So thank you for being here. I will see you next week. And I really hope you make it a good one, Sagittarius.